What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're continuing with the prospect rebuilds as we have the third pick coming up, and that being the Cleveland Cavaliers. So most mock drafts and most people are saying Cleveland will most likely draft Jalen Green here at number 3, so that's what I'm going with. I'm going with the majority again. I am not the GM of the team, so I don't know what they're actually going to draft, but I'm just going with what everyone else is saying. A Jalen Green Cavaliers rebuild is what we're doing today. So if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already. 60% of you watching this video aren't even subscribed. We literally just reached 18,000 subs like a few days ago or a couple days ago, and we're literally almost like, you know, we're kind of taking off towards this 19,000 subs. So if you want to be part of that, hit that sub button. Let's go ahead, man. Jump into this Cleveland Cavaliers rebuild with Jalen Green on the team now, and let's see what we're gonna do with Cleveland, because this could be a very, very interesting offseason for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavaliers did take Jalen Green. That kind of makes you wonder what the future of is Garland and Sexton in the backcourt. Now, rumors have swirled that the Cavaliers are willing to commit to Garland this offseason and move on from Colin Sexton. That's what rumors are saying. I don't know how true that really is. We see rumors all the time. I mean, there's just, and sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. Remember when the Kawhi and Paul George thing came out of left field in the LA Clippers and nobody reported that? You know what I mean? Like, rumors aren't always true, but that's basically what I have to go off of, are NBA rumors, because I don't have an inside story on anything or anything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the draft first and foremost. Obviously, I guess the only thing I do want to do here is get a better trainer, because you know we're gonna be a young roster, so we don't want an F head scout either. I just don't understand why 2K always makes me sign the worst head scout imaginable. So JB Bickerstaff will stay the head coach, and we're gonna go straight to the NBA draft. So for the draft, like I said, the Cavaliers have the third pick in the draft, and I'm actually going to sit back and watch and kind of see who's going to go number 1 and number 2 simulated, and then number 3, hopefully Jalen Green is there. So Kevin Love is also somebody the Cavaliers need to take interest in trading. I feel like this man should have been traded years ago, but he's still in Cleveland. It seems like nobody really has interest in him. I guess there was a rumor a couple years ago that they could have traded him to Portland for like Hassan Whiteside or something else, or something along the lines of that. And Cleveland said no or something. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Is Kevin Love going to get traded this offseason? I imagine Cleveland will finally want to, but what is his trade value really? I mean, Kevin Love's trade value cannot be that great right now. Like, really, it's got to be like one of the worst in the world. He's barely playing any games, it feels like, and he's on a terrible contract. And you just don't know if he's still the Kevin Love we used to know. So, yeah, his trade value probably isn't the best right now. So we're going to go to the draft, though, to start things off. So let's just go ahead and watch number 1 and number 2. So, number 1, the Detroit Pistons are going to be taking Jaden Springer. So they literally did this in the last video, and Pistons fans were commenting, if they take Jaden Springer, I'd be pissed. Okay, so Jaden Springer goes number 1 to the Detroit Pistons. How real is that? Probably not real, but hey, it is what it is. Houston Rockets, we got Cade Cunningham. So Cade Cunningham goes number 1. So Cade Cunningham goes number 2 to the Rockets, and then here we are at number 3. Obviously, we're going to draft Jalen Green here, like I mentioned. And then number 4, obviously for the Raptors, everybody's been saying in the comment section, Jalen Suggs Raptors rebuild. Trust me, that is up next. So Cleveland, I had to, I'm kind of trying to do this in order. So Jalen Green, welcome to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I don't know how Cavs fans are going to feel about drafting Jalen Green. Personally, I feel like you should feel pretty good about it. Rookie signing Jalen Green. I mean, to be honest, you had to know this was coming. You can't start a 6'1" backcourt together. They're both 6'1". It's just not gonna work. They're both really small. You can't do that. I mean, CJ and Dame are pretty small, and they're taller than 6'1". So I don't think it would have worked. So Colin Sexton, man, is the first thing I'm looking at. Obviously, I could move Jalen Green to the 3 or whatever, but I think I'm just gonna go with the rumor that Colin Sexton might be traded this offseason. Now, what is it gonna be for? I have no clue. Like, what is Sexton gonna be? I'm gonna have to find a trade. I feel like a win now team could want him, and I also could feel like a young team would want him. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna go ahead and scan the trade market for Colin Sexton. You could also do a thing where you could maybe attach Kevin Love and Sexton together and maybe find something like that. Maybe someone's interested in Sexton, but then you throw Kevin Love's contract with it. I mean, that's a possibility as well. I don't know, man. We're gonna have to find something. Although that is $37 million you're trading away, so trying to match that salary probably won't be the easiest in the world. So I'm just gonna go ahead and look around the league. What do I think makes sense as far as the Kevin Love and Colin Sexton trades are? I am not 1000% sure, but we're gonna look around until we find something. A really hard time finding out where I'm gonna trade Kevin Love first and foremost, and I also have a hard time figuring out where I'm gonna trade Colin Sexton. But then I'm like, no, Charlotte Hornets are one of those teams that are trying to win now, and they're in a weird funky spot where they have a young talented team, and they also have a veteran Gordon Hayward, and maybe the Charlotte Hornets are like, hey, we get the best of both worlds here, where we get a young player in Colin Sexton. We also get Kevin Love, who could just be Kevin Love until he's gone or whatever. So I don't know, man. And of course, what we get in return is a Jalen McDaniels 2023 pick, 2 second rounders, and Cody Martin. So would they do this trade? Now, when I think of when I think of the reason of doing this, I think of basically you're getting rid of Kevin Love's contract, which is something you've been wanting to do. You're trading Colin Sexton away for two young players and a first round pick and a second. Now, I'm not absolutely in love with this trade, to be honest with you. I don't know what a Colin Sexton trade would look like in real life, but this is kind of what I've come up with. So would they do this trade? They agreed. Just like that, we got rid of Kevin Love and Colin Sexton, and we kind of have moved on, and we have a new era here in Cleveland, I guess you can say. So Jalen Green, Darius Garland, Isaac Okoro, and of course Jarrett Allen's gonna be the guy we resign as far as our centers are concerned. So that was the trade we have done for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Honestly, I could see people being pissed off that I just did that, but I could not think of anything else. I'm completely honest with you. I've seen Matt or Six Ring the Steel say something about a Ben Simmons for Colin Sexton trade. Personally, I don't think Philly would do that, but I think he's kind of said the same thing. He just thought it'd be interesting. So Jarrett Allen, of course, is the guy we're going to wait for because, he's the big free agent here. We kind of traded Andre Drummond or bought Andre Drummond out to give this guy a minute. So we're going to go ahead and, of course, get Jarrett Allen back. So you got Kevin Love finally out of Cleveland. That's probably a big goal of Cleveland. I mean, they've had him here for so long, and it's just been kind of toxic. So he's gone. And then you got Larry Nance, Taurean Prince, Dean Wade, Lamar Stevens, and then Jarrett Allen. And you have a nice core of, like I said, Garland, Jalen Green, Isaac Okoro, Jarrett Allen. All guys pretty much on the same timeline of the roster. You got Larry Nance, Taurean Prince, Dean Wade. What I want to do is probably, we have a lot of forwards right now, like a lot. So how do we want to take care of this? I don't know. There's really not much else we can do. It's just kind of roll with what we got. McDaniels is 6'10". We could maybe play him at the power forward spot. We have a lot of forwards. I kind of want to move on from a couple of them. Lamar Stevens, I guess, won't be getting any minutes. Dean Wade, I'm not sure about either. And then Osman, Cody Martin, obviously, just got in the trade. So Osman is somebody that Cleveland has liked, and we could trade him away. But I think for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and look for a backup guard. We still have cap space, so we could honestly go crazy here, but I'm not gonna do that. So let me go look for a backup point guard for some insurance, I guess, for obviously Darius Garland, who we believe in now. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw maybe Kendrick Nunn, a little bit of a deal, just to be our backup point guard off the bench for Cleveland. Or we could go Chris Dunn, Alfred Payton, Dennis Smith Jr. I guess I'll throw Kendrick Nunn a 2-year $9 million contract, and let's see if we can grab him real quick. And yes, we got Kendrick Nunn as a backup point guard. And then is there anything else I really want to do here? No, not really. I guess we could, just roll with what we have. So honestly, we're still kind of tanking at this point. I'm kind of waiting for next season, and I'm hoping Jalen Green and Darius Garland just works out very well. So player progression wise, Jarrett Allen up to an 85, Darius Garland up to an 83, Jalen Green at an 80, Isaac Okoro 78, Larry Nance. Obviously, we have our core four here now with Sexton and Kevin Love gone. We've kind of moved on from that old Cleveland team, and we are here for a new era, I guess you can say. So let's go ahead, man, and load the 2022 draft class. Use our player progressions because we're definitely going to need them. So on top potential, of course, first one is going to go to Darius Garland because we decided to uncommit from Colin Sexton, and we're committing to Darius Garland. So now we'll throw the other one at Isaac Okoro. And now looking at our rotation for next year, we are power ranking number 28. So looking at our rotation, we have Darius Garland, Jalen Green, Isaac Okoro, Larry Nance, Jarrett Allen, Kendrick Nunn, Dylan Windler, Jamie Daniels, and Osman. So obviously not the most ideal rotation right now. I'm not in love with anything here, but I think at the trade deadline, there's a possibility that I make some kind of move because I just feel like there's a move to be made still. Like I definitely want to round up our forward spot. I love Isaac Okoro at the small forward, but our power forward and Larry Nance, I'm just not really that's not something I want here any longer. So we're just going to go ahead, keep simulating. Let's see how the trade deadline treats us, see how the season treats us, and hopefully Jalen Green ends up being the hyped up prospect we expect him to be coming in here to 2K, which he will be because we all know 2K is broken. Oh, so at the end of the season, we are already back into the playoffs. Cleveland is already back and ready to make a run. We're the 4th seed in the East. Jalen Suggs, rookie of the year on the Raptors. Oladipo, 6 man in the Bucks. Isaac, defensive player. Patrick Williams, most improved. Frank Vogel, coach of the year, and Justin Taylor is the executive. So here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team. So All-Rookie first team, I imagine we will definitely be seeing Jalen Green here. He does, Jalen Green. And then also here's your All-Rookie second team. All right, man. So we're the 4th seed in the East, like I said, 47-35. Charlotte also made the playoffs as the 6th seed, so they're looking awesome with their trade. 28 points from Jalen Green, came in, absolutely went the hell off. So 28, 18 points from Garland. Kendrick Nunn, actually 15 off the bench is actually kind of nice for us. 13 points from Jarrett Allen, 13 rebounds, and 2 blocks per game, which is amazing production. 12 points from Isaac Okoro, 12 from Dylan Windler, 10.5, 6, and then 5. So Can we win in the first round against the Boston Celtics? They have Dinwiddie as a point guard replacement to Kyrie Irving, or not Kyrie Irving, to Kemba Walker, which is interesting. Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Moses Brown, Robert Williams, Nerlens Noel, Tristan Thompson, Al Horford. So they have like a four-headed lineup off the bench, man. Holy crap, their whole bench is straight centers. Jesus, man. Like, what are we doing here, Boston? All right, somebody current round against the Boston Celtics. Their whole lineup is centers. Can we beat them? Let's see what happens. And we get swept. So we get swept in the first round against the Boston Celtics centers. So let's go ahead and see who wins the championship real quick. I mean, the fact that we even got to the playoffs is amazing in itself. I'm happy to be back in the playoffs, and we want to definitely repeat that process. So let's go to the draft lottery now. So in the draft, we're going to go ahead and do we have a pick here? Somehow we don't have a lottery pick. We also do not have a, okay, what pick are we at? We are at, I can see myself, 24. Okay, I was about to say I don't even see myself right now. So number 24, DB Bickerstaff just got us back into the playoffs, so I see no reason to fire him. Obviously, I'm gonna get the better trainer though for sure. So looking at our rotation again, so Garland, Jalen Green, not Jeff Green, Isaac Okoro, Osman, McDaniels, and you got Larry Nance, Torian Prince, Dean Wade, and then Jarrett Allen, Kyle O'Quinn was just here kind of as a veteran backup. Let's go to the draft now. So we have the 24th pick. That could definitely land us somebody. We also have 5 second rounders from that Charlotte Hornets trade, I think. So honestly, we could kind of maybe move up into the lottery with all these picks we have. Maybe, just maybe. What kind of players do we have as well? We have, is there anybody Osman we could trade? Honestly, Kendrick Nunn just had a good year. Larry Nance is someone I wouldn't mind trading. So I guess we can kind of look towards the bottom of the lottery. I guess I see the Chicago Bulls here at number 14. If I can maybe move up to number 14, that would be up 10 spots. I'd throw this pick at them too. And maybe I'd throw them, let's say, Osman, who I no longer want. So let's say if they would do this. So we throw Osman a second and our 24th pick for number 14. They agree just like that. We're in the bottom of the lottery. And let's see if we can grab somebody that might be able to replace our forward spot. So Caleb Houston, Kendall Brown, Zion Harmon. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Walker Kessler, JT Thor. Kendall Brown is somebody I'm definitely looking at here. How tall is Kendall Brown anyway? He's 6'7". Tavion Kinsey, Cam Fletcher, 6'7". Okay. I just took Kendall Brown in the last video, so I was kind of seeing maybe if we do something different, but all I see is guards, and I don't really need a guard, obviously, so maybe we just go ahead and take Kendall Brown. I see Terrence Frank, and I don't know really how good he is. He is a power forward. He's 6'6", though, at the power forward spot. At that point, we might as well draft Kendall Brown, who I know is going to be good. I definitely want to look at Terrence Frank to see if he would have been good as well, because I need to kind of take some notes as far as guys. So Terrence Shannon, Javon Quinterly. I know Quinterly can be really good. Devin Askew, Armando, Trey Murphy. I'll take Trey Murphy. Why not? And then where's 70 on that? So boom, just like that. All right, so let me see. So at number 14, obviously, we got a 79 overall. Caleb Houston was a 79 as well. Okay. What about Terrence Frank? He was definitely somebody I was looking at. He was a 75. Okay. Okay. Well, that is our draft. We have Kendall Brown, Trey Murphy, Hasten Ward, and Matt Maker. Why not? We'll grab all those guys. Player options: Garland, Okoro, Weinler, McDaniels, Dean Wade, and Lamar Stevens. Welcome back. And then qualifying offers: Cody Martin's a free agent. Sure, if you want to come back, why not? I mean, I'm not too worried about keeping you, obviously. So we have Garland, Kendrick Nunn, Jeff Green, Dylan Weinler, Isaac Okoro, Kendall Brown, McDaniels, Trey Murphy, Larry Nance. Obviously, we still don't love our power forward spot. I don't mind Matt Maker, however you say his name, being our backup forward spot, our backup center, though. That'd be nice. So I think, obviously, the power forward spot needs an upgrade, and, you know, I'm definitely looking for an upgrade. So as far as free agents are concerned, we do have money, so we could throw, we could throw an offer of Miles Bridges or something along the lines of that. Eric Paschal as well. We could throw big money at Miles Bridges, to be honest, to be our power forward. Let's see. He just come off 13-point per game season, 39% from 3. You know, looking kind of nice. The perimeter defense isn't the best, but, you know, we could throw him at a training camp or something like that. So I'm kind of feeling Miles Bridges here. I'm kind of feeling it. We could make a trade as well, but I'm going to go ahead and throw Miles Bridges a contract. Now, I don't know whether they'll match this or not. I'm going to throw him all the money I can. So Miles Bridges, you know, Cleveland doesn't get free agents, obviously, unless if you're LeBron James and from Cleveland and you have LeBron here. But Miles Bridges is going to be our power forward, so that's somebody I don't get all that often in rebuild. So I'm happy to have Miles Bridges here. So now I kind of want to obviously dump off some power forwards because we have too much. So I guess we can run Larry Nance as a backup for 4. That's actually kind of fine. And then, you know, maybe I won't trade anybody. Maybe we'll just keep the depth that we have. So I'm excited to run this next season, man. Miles Bridges coming in, being our big acquisition in the offseason. Obviously, we're kind of also focusing on player development, player progression. We're going to have our untapped potential camps to use. We're going to be big chilling. So player progression 86, 86, 86, 83. So looking pretty damn good across the board. Let's go to training camps again. And we're probably going to throw some untapped potential at like Miles Bridges and whoever else we can throw untapped potential at, because our young team's starting to shape up. I mean, we just made the playoffs last year. The big step this year would be making it again and possibly getting out of first round playoff series. So untapped potential, throw this one again at Isaac Okoro for sure, and then we'll throw the last one at Miles Bridges, who we just signed. So let's go into next season. Our power ranking lists us at number 27, but weirdly enough, we were such a good team last year. Looking at the starting five, it's looking really nice. I like how we're going with this. So Weinler, Larry Nance, Kendall Brown, Kendrick Nunn. Proficiency wise, we're sitting at a 4-star, 7 seconds. Can we make the playoffs back-to-back? And maybe this time we actually get out of a first-round series. Let's see what happens here. Mr. 2K21. 50-win season, and it looks like, man, we can maybe win a first-round series this year. Sharif Cooper, most improved player, man. I know there's a big Sharif Cooper fan in my comment section, so he's probably very, very hyped to see this, to be honest. So, Jaden Hardy, Rookie of the Year. Precious Chua, 6 man. All-NBA first team, Dame, Luka, Katie, Giannis, Nikola Jokic. All-NBA second team, Trae Young, Ja, LeBron, Zion Williamson. All-NBA third team, all defensive first team, all defensive second team. So, third seed in the West, 50 and 30, or in the East, I should say. 50 and 32, Jalen Green 25, Miles Bridges 18, so a good free agency acquisition. Garland with 17 and 8, Jarrett Allen with 14 and 13, and still 2 blocks. Okoro 14. So this team is starting to shape up very, very nicely. So this time, can we get past the Boston Celtics and their brigade of, wow, no, they have James Harden now. How the hell did they pull that off? So Harden, wow, how did they pull that off? Moses Brown, Robert Williams. So I guess Al Horford's money came off, and they were able to sign James Harden in free agency. They really had the money for that. That's actually kind of crazy. Danway's making... He's making $1 million. Are you kidding me? No wonder why they had money to do that. Oh my goodness. Well, this is definitely a scary sight. Obviously, seeing James Harden in the first round is something, you know, you typically don't want to see. Let's see what happens. Game 1. We're down 1-0. Yep. I mean, makes sense. We're playing freaking James Harden, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown. But hey, we do even it up. 26 and 25. Okay. They're up 2-1. I mean, at this point, I think we roll an 8-man rotation now. I mean, I don't see how we're supposed to beat this damn team. So, do we even the series up? And yes, we do. Okay, so we're not done yet. 22. 41 from Jalen Green. He's better than James Harden. He's better than James Harden. Yes, man. We got past the freaking Celtics. They had a super team on their hands. And we got past the Boston Celtics in Game 6. What happened? I'm actually curious. So, 22 from Jason Tatum. 30 from Jalen Green. The man was just unstoppable. Okay, now we get to play the 7-seeded Chicago Bulls. Kobe White, Levine, Patrick Williams, Lauri Markkanen, Nikola Vucevic. Okay, this team is actually looking really good, actually. It's really shaping up into something really nice here in Chicago. Do we beat them, though, is the question. Game 1. They're up 1-0, start things off. 34 from Jalen Green was not enough, as Kobe White, Zach LaVine just were better, I guess. Game 2. We even it up, though, so 36 and 7 from Mr. Jalen Green. Game 3. They're up 2-1. Game 4. They're up 3-1, and are we about to lose the Chicago Bulls here? I feel like, you know, they're the lower seed, so I feel like we should be beating them. The fact that we just beat a 7-seeded or a freaking super team, Boston Celtics, tells me that we should beat this team. Darius Garland 37-9. That's what I'm talking about. All right, man. Can we force a Game 7? Can we force the Game 7? That is the big question in the house. Come on, man. Looks like we have a good chance of forcing a Game 7. Just kidding. We're going to go ahead and choke it, actually. And it is a very close game, but yeah, unfortunately, we lose 123 to 125, 29. So Chicago Bulls, even though they were the lower seed, just beat us. You know how common that is in 2K, and New Orleans Pelicans won the championship. So, I mean, in this last season, I'm not really too keen on making any big changes, obviously, although we are projected that 7th pick. So, you guys remember when I made the trade earlier? I know, I guarantee, I'm not even going to be shocked. I guarantee someone in the comment section like, you're a freaking idiot. Why would you do that trade? Or something like that. And just like that, you know what? You know why I did it? Because we landed the 4th pick in the draft from that Charlotte Hornets pick, okay? That's why I did it. I knew that was going to happen. All right, man. Staff signing, head coach. I mean, JB Bickerstaff was cool and all. His contract expires. But losing to a lower seed hurts. So, does Nick Nurse want to come be the head coach for Cleveland? Yes, he does. That's what I love to see. Sam Cassell, sign him. And then assistant coach, we'll sign Robert Pack. Let's go at Robert Pack. Okay, I'm just trolling. All right, let's go to the draft now. So, with the 4th pick, What are we gonna do here is the question. Kendall Brown, number 4. I mean, at this point, do we just kind of do the thing? Like, we trade up in this draft and maybe go Amani Bates here. You know, we could do that because we have Kendall Brown. I mean, that's just kind of, that's kind of hard not to say no. Like, do we trade up to number 1? Oh, wait, that's Milwaukee. Oh, my goodness. Imagine if I actually sent that over. Okay. Number 1. Who's got number 1? Give me number 1. I wasn't even paying attention who got number 1. So, we have Atlanta has a number 1 pick. Okay. And it's Portland's pick. Are you kidding me? Okay. I'll throw them Kendall Brown, obviously. So, this for number 1. They agree. Boom. We're drafting Amani Bates. Give me Amani Bates. And we're big chilling. So, Amani Bates, welcome to the Cleveland Cavaliers. This time, we're going to be ready and back in the playoffs and ready to win this damn championship. So, Amani Bates, welcome to the team. Player options, we're going to accept everybody. Qualifying offers, Garland and Kendrick Nunn actually has been really nice for us, so I wouldn't mind having him back. And then free, although I don't know why Kendrick Nunn has a qualifying offer. He should be an unrestricted at this point, but you know how 2K is. So, no point guard right now. Jalen Green, Isaac Okoro, Amani Bates, Trey Murphy. You have Miles Bridges, Hasten Ward, and then Jarrett Allen, McCurry Maker. So, honestly, all I'm really worried about is getting my boy Darius Garland, and probably I wouldn't mind Kendrick Nunn back. So let's not renounce the rights on Garland. Let's not do that. That sounds like a terrible idea. So we're gonna go ahead and decline that, of course. And then now we're gonna throw Garland his money. So sign Darius Garland. And then if Kendrick Nunn wants to come back, I'm more than happy to have him back. But if he doesn't, it's whatever. So let's see player progression, see how it treats us. And we get Dylan Windler and no Kendrick Nunn. Okay, that's fine. So this is gonna be our new lineup going into season number 3. Cleveland, man, I really want to shout it. I really want to shout this is for you. So hopefully in this 3rd season, we come out on top and win this damn championship. Joel Embiid is rocking a Rockets jersey. MVP for them. Okay, we ended up as the 2nd seed in the East. 61-21 on the season. We get the Orlando Magic are the 1st seed. Wow. So 24, 22, 21, 16, 15, 11. I mean, if this isn't our championship season, I don't know when it will be, but we have Hunter Salaz, Jen Springer, Kawhi, Jeremy Grant, Isaiah Stewart, Killian Hayes. This is actually a really good team, and I'm not sure if we're going to beat them. So winning current round against Detroit, and we beat them 6. Thank the Lord. Oh my goodness. I thought they were about to come back. So now we get to play the Miami Heat, who have, let's see, they have Kenny Chandler, Tyler Herro, Jimmy Butler, Achua, Bam Adebayo, Spencer Dinwiddie. Similar current round against Miami, and okay, we're up 3-1. And we beat them 5. And now we get to play the 1st seed Orlando Magic. And we got, on the other side of the bracket, we got Rockets in LA. So, got Cole Anthony, Quentin Grimes, Jonathan Kuminga, Isaac, Wendell Carter, Chet Holmgren, Clint Capella. So, a very good team. Actually, a really good team. But they're up 1-0. 40-8 for Markelle Fultz. Wow, okay. Game 2, we even it up. Game 3, they're up 2-1. They're up 3-1. And we're not going to be able to say it today, are we? We're not going to say it today, are we? Come on, man. Let me not lose to this damn Magic team, bro. Come on, man. Let me win. Okay. Actually, we're not done just yet. What? Wait, what? Okay, well, we did lose, actually. Magic do what it takes, defeating the Cavaliers to advance to the NBA Finals. Markelle Fultz, 24. Kuminga, 23-5. Wow, okay, well, and the Magic go on to win the championship. Markelle Fultz is your Finals MVP. Well, that will do it for me, folks. I got to the Cavaliers to the Eastern Conference Finals. This was the final roster we put together. It was actually a really interesting one. Unfortunately, Orlando was just that team. You know the meme, you're not that guy, and the guy was talking to me today. So, you're not that guy, pal. I hear him out, man. So, anyways, guys, thank you for watching. That's it for me. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.